guys, I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be doing the 5th prompt for the 14 Days of Romance Nails challenge. And I know today is actually the 4th day, but I'm doing the 5th prompt because I have some plates on the way from Bundle Monster, the new Valentine's Day / spring plates that have a really cute little Cupid on them. And the prompt for the 4th day of this challenge is actually to do a red Cupid mani, and I really want to use that image. So I'm just going to skip over the 4th day and keep a move on here. And once I get those plates, whatever day I get those plates, probably Friday or Saturday. So the day that I get those plates, I will do my mani, the 4th mani that day, and then go on with whatever number I stopped at, okay? So the theme for today is friendship bracelets. So this is the mani that I have come up with. I think it's super cute. I love it. This was my very first try at doing a heart-shaped water marble, and I think it came out really good. So I'm really pumped about that. So I'm basically just going to show you exactly what I did to get this, starting with the water marble that I did on my pointer and my pinky. So I've got my little cup here of room temperature water, and I'm going to be using 2 polishes from OPI. This one is Pompeii Purple, and this one is You're Such a Budapest. And a couple people have asked me, like, oh my goodness, I can't believe you're using OPI. You always say you don't like OPI. Yes, OPI is not my favorite polish. I don't hate it, but it is far from my favorite, and I definitely don't think that it is worth $9 a bottle. However, I've been getting it from this little flea market by my house for $1 or $1.50 a bottle. That I will pay for OPI. That I can deal with. And my daughter gave me a bunch for Christmas. So if anyone's wondering, yes, I'm using OPI, and that is why, okay? So besides having my little cup here, I also have a Q-tip to help clean off the surface of the water and a toothpick to draw my design in the water. So I'm just going to start building my bullseye, starting with the pink and then going to the lighter purple. And I'm going to do probably 4 or 5 of each color, 4 or 5 drops of each color. And as you can see, the pink doesn't spread that great, but once the purple goes in it, it does. Whoops. Do a pink. I think I'm just going to stop there. I was going to do another one, but I'm just going to stop there. So I'm going to take my little toothpick here, and I'm going to draw a line straight to the top of the cup and then straight to the bottom of the cup. And then what you're going to do is you're going to draw from an angle going from the outside to the inside, right to the middle, and then stop. And then you're going to do the exact same thing like a mirror image on the other side of this straight line that you drew. And once you touch that line in the middle, instead of pulling straight out, you're going to drag down and pull out. And that creates like the top part of the heart. Straight in. Same thing on the other side, and this time drag down, just like that. Fix that a little bit. And you just do the same thing all the way down until you are happy with how many hearts you have and you think the design is big enough to fit your finger. It's kind of a weird angle for me, but I'm working with it. Do one more. Straight down. And it's a little crooked, but that's okay. So I hope you guys can see that okay. And I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to have it go straight down the image. Let me turn the cup and maybe I can dip it to where you guys can actually see. Move those. Okay, so I'm going to go straight down. Try to do a 45-degree angle. That helps with the air bubbles, but it doesn't always work. Straight down, and then use your little Q-tip to clean off the water. And pull out slowly if you have an air bubble like I have. I don't know if you guys can see it or not. Up on my cuticle, pull out till it pops and dip right back in. And that helps, where the bubble was, that helps not leave an empty space there. It kind of covers it up a little bit. So there is my heart-shaped water marble. And as you can see, my right hand turned out a little bit better. This one came out a little crooked, but it's okay. because I already took pictures of this hand, so it's okay that my left hand isn't quite perfect. So let me go ahead and take the tape off of here and grab out some plates, and I'll meet you right back for giving this a second to dry. I'm going to stamp the little heart image, like I said before. And the reason why I chose this image is because the little, like, leafy parts, I don't even know what they are, that's around the heart, to me it looks like the way the yarn looks when they kind of weave it together to make the friendship bracelets. I don't know if you guys know what a friendship bracelet is, but that's a lot like what the string looks like after they've, like, braided it together. So there's my little heart. I don't know how well you guys can see that. But there it is. And now I'm going to grab out a different plate and stamp the BF in the... Now, in order to put the little B and the little F inside of the decal, I'm going to be using this plate right here. It's HEHE079. And I'm going to be using these little tiny letters. I'm going to use the little B and the little F. I'm going to be using this dark purple stamping polish from Born Pretty Store. It's the dark purple shimmer polish, and it's number 31. And I'm using my handy dandy clear jelly stamper, which still has an F on it apparently. Ha 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 ha. And I'm still using my Creative Shop scraper. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the little B. Just like that. And I'm going to use my scraper card to clear off the excess image. Like so. And I'm going to look through the stamper and put the B right in the top little hump of the heart. Try to tilt it so you guys can see. And so there's my B, and I'm just going to do the exact same thing with the F. I'm just going to put it on the opposite side of the heart. So there's my F. Clean off the extra polish. And I'm going to put this in the same spot, just on the opposite side. It's actually a little crooked, but that's okay. So there's my B and my F. Let me get out the one last plate, and I will stamp on my ring finger. Okay, so for this last, now I'm going to be using a different Bundle Monster plate. It is BMXL22. And I'm going to be using this image right here because it looks like a lot of the patterns that the girls who make the friendship bracelets, they do a lot of patterns like this. So I thought that I would use that. I'm going to turn it slightly just to make it easier for me to scrape. And I'm using both of the shimmery stamping polishes from Born Pretty Store, my Born Pretty Store scraper, and I'm using my Creative Shop scraper still, but I'm going to be using it on its side. And I want to put the pink down on this bottom row because I'm alternating them. So the purple is going to be the top row, and then the pink will go here. And then the purple again. And then finally the pink at the bottom. And for this one, you don't want to scrape multiple times because that'll make it blend like a gradient. You want to get one swift scrape in the direction of the polish. Just like that. And there's my image. And I'm just going to line this up with my ring finger here. And stamp it right on, like so. And that's about it. So let me go ahead and trim up my decal and stuff, and we will apply it. Okay, just for time's sake, I've got my decal and picked it up already, and I've kind of gotten it worked out a little bit where I think I want it on the nail here. And I'm just going to be sticking it down with my cheapo top coat from the dollar store. And I'm just going to do the same thing that I always do. And once I've gotten it where I want it, I'm going to lift up the side and put some polish down, just a very little tiny bit, just to make it stick. Just going to kind of roll it over. It is a little bit harder trying to apply it this way when you're doing like a full nail image, but this is the best way that I have learned how to do it so far. So I'm going to do it. I'm just going to smooth it down a little bit, try to get as many wrinkles and bubbles out as I can. Just gently smushing it down and stretching it if I have to. Just a little bit though. So I'm going to lift up the other side and do the same thing. And I'm wiping most of the polish off. See, I'm leaving like barely nothing on the brush. And I'm just going to get the nail wet a little bit. And just kind of work it across. And down. And the hardest part is down by the tip and up by the cuticle. And when I get a wrinkle, I just kind of try to smooth it out with my nail like that. And places like this, I kind of try to stretch it a bit. Just got to be careful that you don't tear it. Especially with patterns this intricate, you'll really, really notice if it's torn or if it's wrinkled. So I'm just going to continue smoothing it out the best that I can. Then I will clean up with a little bit of acetone and top coat all of my nails, and I will meet you guys back and get you a close-up. Okay guys, I've cleaned up and top coated, and this is the finished result. I think it's super cute. My right hand definitely turned out a little bit better, but if it would focus, you could see that. But I still think it's cute. I really like the way it turned out. I hope you guys liked it too. Because my ring finger stamped a little bit wonky down at the tip, I did go in with some of the plain pink polish and go across the bottom there. I don't know if I hold it real close, you guys can probably see where it kind of comes up right here. So I did just fill it in a little bit just to kind of, you know, take attention away from that. But other than that, I think it's really cute. I hope you guys like it too, and I hope you guys are checking out everyone else's designs on Instagram. And just for any of you that are wondering about my Santa Claus background, it is going bye-bye. I'm getting ready to change it right now, so I will have something different just in case anybody is curious about that. I had somebody ask me. So, but yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe, and of course, come back to see me next time. Bye!